Hey guys, so here's a new video, and we have a lot to cover. But first of all, sorry for not making any videos for like the past 3 days. Really, there hasn't been anything new in particular. I do have quite a bit to cover today, so the video is going to be extra long. But I just wanted to get that out of the way first. So first of all, it is the Danzo Hiruzen Sarutobi event. A new combination card has been released, which uses the third Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi and Danzo Shinamura, um, the Darkness of Shinobi, and Tobirama, the second Hokage. Now, I'm gonna be calling Hiruzen the third Hokage Danzo, and the second Hokage Tobirama, for simplicity's sake. But yeah, a combination card has been released for those three. Now, first of all, about this combination card, honestly, the biggest its biggest plus is that if you have all of its tier 5 items, it's gonna have a fuck ton of attacks. Just to give you a quick idea, I'm gonna go ahead and show you just what's his face these three guys releasing their unique skills. Let me find damn it, where's Tobirama? There you go. These three guys, they're just gonna be releasing their unique skills and then releasing their extra skills. So, as you can see, so that's the third Hokage. Obviously, he's only bronze, but he releases two skills, and then he releases one skill, and two skills, three skills. Two of those were unique and a passive. So that's already three skills for the combination card just to be released every turn, possibly every turn. Um, and let's see. And yeah, and then it also has the potential to use the Shadow Clone passive because of Tobirama. So this combination card has the potential to do quite a bit of damage. It's just that it's how shall I put this? Um it's cheap for a reason is basically what I'm trying to say, and I'll explain what I mean by cheap. Now keep in mind that it is a triple combination card, and since it does have Tobirama, it does have that what do you call it? That nice perk of being very powerful, especially if you have Diamond Reborn. If you have a Diamond Reborn Tobirama for this combination card, that's like a 12 million CP card right off the bat. But what it does the Kotomatsukami three-party seal. It causes Genjutsu damage with ninjutsu attributes to all enemies, high probability to seal the front row for 2 rounds, probability to cause the back row so they can't release their skills for 2 rounds, and then randomly cause Kotomatsukami on one enemy for 2 rounds. Doesn't need to hit, and it ignores the backhand. So yeah, it can do a lot of damage, especially since the Genjutsu damage is based off of ninjutsu attributes. But Danzo and the third Hokage are not particularly good cards. I mean, if you're a new player, they're decent. That's really all they are. I do have a fully loaded Danzo, so I'm gonna be showcasing him in a second. Uh, the third Hokage, not just yet. I do have all of his items, but I don't have him diamond. But yeah, that's the combination card. If you want to get the combination card, you can recharge any of the 2 days, today or tomorrow. But you do have to recharge either $200 today and $100 tomorrow, or you have to recharge 10k gold today or tomorrow. There's no other way to get it at the moment. It comes in fragments, and you get all the fragments at 10k recharge, or recharging 6,200 one day and 3,100 the next, which makes it cheaper since you would only have to recharge 9,300 gold instead of 10,000 gold. Slightly cheaper than what it would be if you did it in one day. But either way, let's just get right into this. First of all, there are new what do you call them? Uh, trials. Sorry. So right off the bat, as you can see here, you have a few trials. First of all, I strongly recommend for you to do as many as all of the Seed of Fire. If you have to buy stamina, buy it simply because it does give you a package which gives you gold, Ninja Dog Park, and other stuff. But it gives you gold, which is very, very important. Battle with Hanzo, that's where you can go and fight Hanzo and just get certificates to buy the third Hokage's items. Once you get the certificates as a drop, you go over here to gift packs, scroll to the left, and as you can see, the third's helmet, the third's pipe, and the third's pants. I'll be showing you those items at level 105 with tier 4 in a second. But let's keep on going with the trials. Then there is the right here. Then there's Take the Bells. Take the Bells is 50 stamina, and it gives you two, what's it called? Ah, damn, what's it called? Two Hiruzen, uh, uh, two third Hokage, two third Hokage fragments. That's really all it does. Um, but yeah, see, two Sadame Hokage fragments. Now, if it's two fragments every 50, you get 50 tries, by the way, in total. If it's two fragments every 50 stamina, so just multiply that 2 times 50. Oops. You get one full Sarutobi, so 50 times 50. It costs 2,500 stamina to get one full third Hokage off of these trials. Once again, I'd still recommend to do it. It's a fairly easy and guaranteed way to get the third Hokage, especially for that small amount of stamina. For those of you who've been playing long enough, you know exactly what I mean. 2,500 is very little. Uh, but Juvenile Ninja, that gives you the three ninjas, like Tsunade, the childhood ninjas at the very least, of Tsunade, Orochimaru, and Jiraiya. It just gives you the complete cards. You only have about 2 tries. I believe 2 or 3 tries for this particular, the Juvenile Ninja, 5 tries for the Seed of Fire, 100 tries for the battle with Hanzo, and only 50 tries for the Take the Bells. The battle with Hanzo, for me, the drop rate was 1 in 3. For the items, for the item certificate, which is what you use to get the items themselves. Battle with Hanzo can actually be quite difficult. If you have an Itachi Uchiha and you have him gold, which means you're a very big spender. If you have him gold and diamond, or yeah, if you have him gold or at least his at least level what's it called? Level 105, I believe. If you have him at that point, you can just you can just have Itachi go first and use Inazami, and it doesn't matter who goes after that. Hanzo will not do anything to you, and you'll be able to win the trial fairly easily. But otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of trouble with this particular dungeon. Unfortunately, it does have that, um, as you can see here. Oh, they changed it. Interesting. It had a rebound effect where basically the any damage that you did to Hanzo, you took some damage back. It wasn't based off how much damage you did. It was just a random damage that Hanzo did. It was from his passive, I believe. But yeah, basically what it did, it very easily KO'd basically most, if not all, teams. The only way to circumvent this is to essentially either have Tsunade go first and just pray. If you have her Ninja World War skin, or just to have Itachi go first and have him use his Inazami, which just makes Hanzo useless for the rest of the battle and just completely susceptible to any damage you may do to him, or have a something seal his passive. That's really the only way to do it. Have a very strong healer or have a very strong sealer. That's really the only way to beat that particular dungeon and a lot of damage. As you saw, it took quite a bit of damage just to take him down. But otherwise, if you're a lower level, you're gonna have some trouble with this. You get 80, 100 tries, but really, at the most, for me at the very least, I only needed about 10, 11 tries to get all of the certificates needed that I wanted, because you can only get 3 items, and you can only get those 3 items once per account. But apart from that, there really isn't that much else to tell. Take the Bells is gonna be a very easy trial for just about anybody who does it, even newer players. Obviously, a level 1 player is not gonna be able to do it, account level 1 and all that stuff. But if you have like a gold Kuruma Naruto, which I know quite a few new players do have right now, you should be able to do the Take the Bells fairly easily. The third Hokage is not the best card, but he is decent. He does have a few nice things going for him. and his passives are okay. They're not the best, but they're not the worst either. Seed of Fire, if you can defeat it, it's very great for its reward. It gives you gold and all that stuff. And then Juvenile Ninja is just very helpful towards training up the third Hokage, because the third Hokage, the way that you train him up, you need essentially 14 third Hokages before you can train him up, because to gold, because what happens is that the third Hokage has a second training form, and once you train that second training form, what happens is that you can go to bronze, but instead of being able to use the first training like the legendary ninja, like for example Orochimaru, Jiraiya, or Tsunade, like just being able to use the first stage card, instead of being able to do that, you have to go to the second stage for all seven cards that are needed to go up to gold. So that just really helps out with those. I'm gonna be doing these for the 2 days that it's open. I do think because of that, I'm going to get at the very least silver, possibly gold. I am more than likely gonna recharge 500 gold tomorrow, because if you want both of Sarutobi's, which is the third Hokage, or Danzo's passive skills, secondary passive, open, you can just go ahead and recharge 500 gold, which is very cheap, which is more or less about right, considering just how as fucked up as it sounds weak these cards are. They're not bad, but they're not very good. And so yeah, these are the items for here. Hang on. This is the collection. It's up to 30k. That's why you see I consumed 30k gold. I wanted to get all of this just so I could do a showcase for you guys. Not the greatest idea, if I'm perfectly honest with myself, but I mean, I decided I wanted to do it for you guys, because I know I'm not gonna use these cards for just about any reason imaginable. But I thought you guys would like to see this, so maybe this would help you decide whether or not you wanted to consume during this event. Would I recommend it? If you're a new player and you want some decent cards, I'm not talking like very overpowered and very powerful cards. Do it simply because you're a new player and you need some cards to fill up your team. But if you're a medium level player and you can get any card above, say, 2 million, 3 million, you really don't need this. Personally, just for my cards, they get about 1-2 million CP just from all the collections that I get. Shinomura Danzo was maybe what do you call it? 2 million without any of my collection bonuses and all that stuff, and then 3 million with all the items and his passive skill. So that's just something that of note that you can take note of. Consumption event also, you can just go ahead and get all these Inku and Masol. These give you randomly juvenile fragment for Jiraiya times 10, Tsunade fragments, Orochimaru juvenile. Keep in mind that there's a difference between juvenile, the 3 legendary cards, or the actual adult ones. The adult ones will have a lot of skills and be useful with a lot of items, whereas the juvenile are just used to train up the third Hokage. And yeah, let's move on to this. I'm gonna go ahead and open all of these, because just so you can see what you get if you open up what is apparently 55 of these soul boxes. So let's see. And you get 14 silver, 0.6 million silver coins, 90 Orochimaru fragments, 65 third Hokage fragments, 100 Jiraiya childhood fragments, 1 ape soul, which is the refining material for, I believe, either the one of the items. It is one of the items refining for one of the refining materials for the tier 3 refinement for one of the third Hokage's items. I just can't remember which one it is. I think it's the staff, but I could be wrong. And then 80 Tsunade childhood fragments, which lets me train up my Jiraiya. Damn it, I need more Orochimaru. That's the only one I'm missing for silver Sarutobi. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, okay, so Scroll to the left. Yeah, I just need Orochimaru, so we need 9 more fragments. Let's just check the drop rate real quickly. If you want any of the childhoods, you can just go over here. Which I believe, yeah, it's, yeah, right here. Yeah, see? Intellectual teenager, just defeat it. It's a rather easy battle. Okay, that's 1. I need 9 more, so let's see how this goes. If I recall correctly, the drop rate's about 1 in 10, so this might take a while. But what was I saying before this? Okay, that's 2. So it looks like 1 in 5, hopefully. But as I was saying, yeah, that's really about it. Sorry, not much else to tell when it comes to this event. I think I've covered everything. You can get 3 of the third Hokage's items for free, obviously, if you can manage to beat the trial, but the trial, Hanzo does have quite a bit of HP, and unless they nerfed it, he does do quite a bit of damage when you attack him, so keep that in mind. I think most people will get KO'd by him if they're not careful, so once again, be careful. Otherwise, like I said, either have a very, very powerful healer or a very, very powerful sealer. That's really the only way to do it. Obviously with a lot of damage. Like I said, the third Hokage's for the fragments for the third Hokage, it's rather useful simply because it's 100 free fragments for a relatively small amount of stamina. Keep in mind I said relatively. I have about 26k, or at least I had 26k. So I mean, I can't really speak quite that properly. For saying that's a little, but either way, that's fairly easy to build up to. Let's see, that's quite a few fragments. I wonder if I managed to get to the juvenile. I did, and there we go. Train. Why is he not training? Nope. Oh, I need a Tsunade. Didn't realize that I needed her. Thankfully, I have quite a few of her fragments, so it should be fine. And here we go. There we go. And now we have well, we should have had a silver Hiruzen. For whatever reason, he's not showing up. Why are you not showing up, my friend? Oh, it needs to be level 85, so let's see. There we go. That's where you are. Upgrade and 3 million, I believe. So we need about let's say 10, because I doubt it's 3 million. It'd be 20 otherwise. Shit, it's gonna be another 10. Damn it. I messed up. I done goofed. Another 10. Let's see. I'll show the Danzo items in the sex just so you can decide whether you want to get them. And I missed it by 1. Wonderful. Danzo is surprisingly decent with all of his items. His items definitely give him a nice boost in stats. But it would just be better if you can get the combination cards, to be perfectly honest. And there we go. And 3 direction seals. There we go. See? So from bronze to silver, you get about 50-60k worth of CP. And then I'm going to need like 6 Sarutobis. That's going to be wonderful. So anyways, here's a quick showcase for, what's his name? Danzo. Let me take this off of Hiruzen, or the Hokage, and go all the way to Danzo. And right here, return, and equip. So as you can see, Danzo's badge, tier 4, at level 105, gives you 57k ninjutsu attack and 67k taijutsu defense. It also increases your, it increases an extra 85k HP and 55k ninjutsu attack to Danzo if you equip it to him. Training cloak, tier 4. At level 105, it gives you 62k ninjutsu defense and 86k stamina, and if you equip it to Danzo, he gets an extra 45k taijutsu defense and 40k ninjutsu defense. Then there is the Mangekyo Sharingan Danzo tier 4. Level 105, it gives you 105k ninjutsu attack, and if you equip it to Danzo, he gets an extra 80k ninjutsu attack, and he can release a skill which increases his dodge right before he gets hit with an enemy skill. Then there's the 11 Sharingan tier 4 at level 120. It gives you 183k stamina. If you equip it to Hanzo, he gets another 103k HP, and he has a chance to release Inazagi, which provides a shield right before a skill attacks him. And then finally, Danzo's Walking Stick, Tier 4 at level 105. It gives you 79k ninjutsu attack and 65k ninjutsu defense. If you equip it to Danzo, he gets an extra 75k HP and 50k ninjutsu attack. The passives that he can equip are Kotomatsukami Shisui and Inazagi. Kotomatsukami Shisui is a lot more useful for combat, whereas Inazagi is a lot more useful for staying alive a little bit longer during combat. Keep in mind, it does not create miracles, but it does keep you alive a tiny bit longer. For 3 more attacks to be exact, I believe. Another thing is that the reverse 4 symbol sealing wind style is a skill which does an AoE damage to all enemies, and can seal 1 round. But keep in mind, the seal is not 100%. It is very rare. I'm going to go ahead and show you hopefully what it looks like, but we're going to go to Death of Sasuke, and we're just going to let Danzo do his thing. That's passive, and unique skill. And then right now, that was part of one of the items, the Release Wind, which does a decent amount of damage, as you can tell. I do believe it's an AoE attack. I'll check in a second. But right now, what should be happening is that it should seal. Now, you see this one right here. That means that he's being chaosed. For whatever reason, he still hasn't managed to seal Deidara, but just because of that, I've been thinking that the sealing is very rare. So yeah, that's really all there is to Danzo. Hopefully, if we get lucky, we're gonna be able to see the seal. But really, I've used Danzo quite a few times, and I've only seen him release the seal once, and that was very rare. So it looks like the battle's just about over. I'm gonna go into damn, what's it called? Into a full enemy team formation. And as you can see here, it is an AoE attack, and then the passive does chaos for the front row. And it looks like like I said, the skill that comes from the items is an AoE skill, but it only bleeds the front row, or whichever card is directly in front of Danzo. It's looking more and more likely like it's going to be the front row only. But either way, it does an AoE damage, which is good. That's always good. And it only does 3 bleeds for 1 round. You just saw how the enemy attacked one of its allies instead of my card. It's because that is confusion that comes from the Kotomatsukami passive. Both Danzo and Shisui can use it. Danzo gains the ability to use it at Diamond, whereas Shisui can use it nearly instantly. But I'll answer him later. But the thing about that is that he still needs to wait until he can unlock all the bloodlines, and that was just chaos and effect of the passive. Otherwise, there's really not that much else to tell about Danzo. This is what he looks like with his items. This is what he looks like without his items. Let me go ahead and take them all off. He was at 3.9 million a second ago, and let's see how much he gets to without the items. And he goes down to 2.7 million. So the items give him about 1 million worth of CP at level 105, tier 4, which is fairly good considering what Danzo is. He's not the greatest, he's not the worst. Before this, he used to be a lot worse, basically useless for nothing else other than than a little bit more CP, but now he's fairly decent. Once again, not a real showstopper, but something that if you're a beginner, you're definitely gonna appreciate because it's gonna help you get past a lot of trials very easy. I'm fairly sure if you have this at Diamond, you'll be able to get past nearly all the trials up to chapter 21. You're still gonna struggle, obviously, past chapter 21, but the struggle is going to be slightly less intense than before. I tried to do a showcase for Diamond. What's his name? Diamond. Diamond Third Hokage fairly soon because I did get both of his skills, the Enma skill book, and I have all of his tier 4 items. So I'll be trying to do a showcase fairly soon for him. But basically to get him to Diamond, you need what's it called? You need damn it, what's it called? You need 400? No, you need 300 Will of Fire. I only have 200. I basically used up all of my rare ore to just buy all the tier 4 items for these cards. Cost me quite the pretty penny. I went from like 63k rare ore to essentially 900 rare ore. So quite the drop. Really, I think I've covered more or less just about everything. Oh, which reminds me, one last little tidbit. Apparently, Tsunade cannot go to Reborn, which is cool. I know Nonstop is gonna be happy about that. So yeah, this should be interesting. This is the first of the 3 legendary ninja who goes to Reborn, and it looks like just right off the bat she jumps up quite nicely in CP. As you can see, it goes from 2.9 million to 3.4 million. Just nearly, just about 10k shy of getting a 500k CP boost just from going from diamond to purple. So as you can imagine how Orochimaru and Jiraiya is going to be. Otherwise, that's really about it for this video. Sorry once again that I didn't post yesterday. I'm going to be trying to making another video later. And ironically, Hokage did manage to get Diamond Reborn Sasuke. Unfortunately, he's not yet strong enough to take me down. And obviously, during the video if you were watching, you saw that he had not him, but Nick asked me what my CP was. Right now, with my hit team, it's at 62 million, 62.6 million. With my CP team, this my hit team is the one that makes sure that I hit my enemies, even if they have an insane amount of dodge. But with my CP team, I don't care about hit, and I just care about having the highest CP. And with my CP team, I could probably get to 63 million. I'd have CP a lot higher. It's just that I didn't manage to get Diamond Hinata Reborn, so that kind of sucked. But next event. Otherwise, that's really about it for this video. Once again, leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. Leave a comment. I'll check it out. I'll see what's up with them. Yeah, sorry if I'm scatterbrained, tired, sleepy. Only got about 7 hours worth of sleep after staying up about 24 hours. So that was fun. But yeah, I'm blabbering now, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye. I'm just gonna let the battle end, and then I'll end the video. So yeah. I hate that fucking skill Shadow Restraint against people who I haven't managed to Kamui. It's a fucking bitch, I swear to God. Hokage actually used to be able to defeat me every once in a while, but then I got enough hit to kill all of his cards, and that no longer happened. But for a long time, that stupid Shadow Restraint skill fucked me over pretty hard, especially since it has the ability to twine, which is annoying as fuck. Which is, of course, the reason I'm gonna have to get Shikamaru Diamond whenever his event comes up again, which I'm sure is gonna be fun as fuck. Yeah, sorry for, yeah, just blabbering. Yeah, so, bye guys.